Bravery is a skill, not a personality trait, and it is the fastest, most powerful skill to creating the career and life you really want. I'm Nicole Steinbach, the International Bravery Coach and your host. I'm a former global senior director in the tech industry who's worked in over 25 countries. I'm now a certified and proven coach serving professional women like you all over the world. My promise is that you will stress less, work less, and then earn more. The Celebrate Brave podcast is for you, so make sure you subscribe for weekly Brave inspiration, including proven frameworks for career and life success, my answers to your listener questions, and powerful conversations with my clients and other Brave leaders. You are already brave. You can define what brave means for you and your goals and build your brave. In fact, you're already in the right place. So let's dive in. Today, we're going to talk about why you are never off of the job market. This is a career-specific episode today, and regardless of your seniority, regardless of your industry, regardless of your energy at this moment, I really recommend you listen to this one. It's going to be short, it's going to be fast, and it's really important. This reality has been woven directly and indirectly through the entire Celebrate Brave podcast. We're in season 5. As I'm recording this, it's 2023, late 2023. And I realized I need to make this so specific and so explicit that you hear this as an independent message. You are never off the job market. Is this true for stay-at-home parents? Yes. Is this true for people in advanced education? Yes. Yes. Is this true for caregivers and people who are dealing with disablement, health crises, etc.? Yes. You are never off the market. Does that sound extreme? It's not. And here's how I'm going to show you that it's not. Are you worried about a gap in your resume? Okay, then great. Here we go. You are always on the job market. Now, the oldest client I ever had was in her 70s, and she had decided that she wanted to spend her late 60s, 70s, and until she died, doing things in the career space and in the volunteer space that mattered to her and elevated, that was her word, elevated her legacy. So even if you are retired, I will argue you are always on the job market. Now, if you're hearing that and you're thinking, oh my God, that sounds exhausting. The last time I went out to find a new job was horrible because finding a new job, finding a new role, finding a new employer, that can be a full-time job. Absolutely. So how you're feeling in this moment is probably reflective of your past experiences. I want to suggest to you, I want to lay upon your feet and in your heart that that's not what I'm talking about right now. What I am talking about right now is that you're always on the market. So it's that incremental. I talk a lot about the 2% shift, the 2% effort, the 2% enhancing or deepening the skill of bravery. The sustained, the consistent. So what does this concretely mean? Well, A, mindset. No matter what's going on, you're on the market. And we can look at it from a negative perspective. Like you can get laid off or fired at any point in time. If 2020 and 2022 didn't teach us that, we really need to have a deep conversation. You need to schedule time with me and let's have a conversation about how that lesson did not get baked into your skeleton. If it happened to you, I have an entire episode about the layoffs that just ripped around the world in 2022 into 2023. Okay. But also the pandemic, the unexpected can happen in any moment in time. So even if you weren't someone directly laid off, you were impacted by the layoffs. And 2020, things can happen at any moment in time. Okay. So if that is not baked into your bones, please schedule time with me. We really need to have a conversation around the clarity. You need that support. Okay. Then we can take it from the positive side, which is there's so much opportunity. There's so much possibility and potential in the world, and you want to be ready for it. You go to a conference, someone mentions an amazing opportunity. You don't want to go home and spend 2 hours updating your resume and looking at your LinkedIn and identifying what skills you have and all this stuff. No, well, you want to say, hey, I'll pop that over to you. Let's connect on LinkedIn. Let's have a conversation next week. You want to be in that situation so we can look at it negative, we can look at it positive, but either way, you are always on the market, always, and driven in your strategy. So the first part is mindset. The second part is your collateral. So what do I mean by that? I mean your resume. Right now, at this exact moment, you go to your calendar and you choose some random day. It does not matter what day it is. And you put in a half an hour block or a 15-minute block. If you haven't done your resume recently, you're going to do half an hour. If you've done it recently, you're going to do 15 minutes. And all you're going to do in that 15 minutes or in that half an hour, once a month, every month, that's only 12 times in a year. Come on. It's only 12 times, max 6 hours in a year. And you're going to fly your eye over your resume. Any new skills, any new experiences, any new results. And y'all, that means numbers. Litter your resume with results, outcomes, numbers. Show the impact, show the results. Okay. And you're going to add that right into your resume right away. Boom. And you're going to take off anything that you don't want to take forward into your career. So for example, I can manage budgets. I manage the family budget. I manage our investment portfolios. I do not want to manage massive budgets. Can, but I don't want to. So whoop, that's going to be a number in the results, but it's not going to be a full bullet point because I don't want to take that forward in my career. You're going to do that every month. And the same is true for LinkedIn, once a week. Now, I encourage my clients to go onto LinkedIn once a day and interact in some way. Not post something in some way, interact, send a message, give someone a review, a recommendation, update the skills, take what they put in their resume and put it onto their LinkedIn, like or comment on somebody else's post. Right. And then as they become more comfortable with that, post, share something from an organization you're a part of, not necessarily your employer, an organization you're a part of, or a colleague who's posted something brilliant. Again, not about your employer, but about you, your experiences, their experiences, an offer that's coming up, an available job posting, all kinds of really cool stuff. Then you can graduate into maybe once a month, you can post an article, a couple hundred words of a perspective that you have, right? You are never off the market. So at least once a week, go ahead right now in this moment, you're going to put in a 15-minute or half an hour holder, 12 times a year. You're going to update, you're going to review and update your resume. Then once a week, that's only 52 times. Think about all the time you spend drinking coffee. Yes, drink your coffee, drink your tea, drink your lovely sparkling water mixture. And at the same time, with one of those, one time a week at least, get on LinkedIn, start engaging, build out that network there, build out your preference there. because then you're going to be more present in the algorithm for available possibilities and opportunities. Okay. Then also, when you begin to feel the desire for a real shift, you're going to really lean into the interest interviews with boundaries and limits that support you, because you're never off the market. So for my more extroverted clients, we talk about doing 1, 2, sometimes even 3 interest interviews. And I have a series of podcast episodes about that. A week. 1, 2, 3, a week. Others are less extroverted. They're more in the middle between introverted and extroverted. And remember, introverted means you get your energy from within. Extroverted means that you get energy in being with other people. It has nothing to do with liking people, okay? It's about what gives you energy. The ones in the middle, we talk about, does it have to be one-on-one? Can it be a mixture of exchanging notes with someone, voice notes or written notes, meeting up in person, having a Zoom, etc.? Or could it be a group? Does it help you to go to a group, a conference, a local group, an online group? Like for the women in tech that listen to this, and it's a lot of you, and thank you for being here, definitely check out the Anita B organization as well as the Witty organization. Maybe you have a local organization. Women in engineering, amazing group. Women in product, very active group globally. There's women in finance. There's women in HR. Like you can decide what serves you best. And then for my rather introverted, we really talk about what gives you energy. And this is not a recommendation. This is just something I'm starting to notice, is that there tends to be a monthly cycle for a lot of my clients, for 4 weeks to 6 weeks for a lot of my introverted clients, where there are a period of days or weeks where they feel more solid having those conversations, and weeks where they don't feel as solid, where it's more exhausting, right? And so you're going to want to schedule around that, but you've got to be out there having interest interviews, having conversations. Right? The other thing, and I already touched on it. So we've got the mindset, we've got the collateral, and we've got the networking. Okay. And then I'm going to pull this one out, although it could fit inside of the networking, is organizations. I already referenced a number of them because I get so excited about organizations, but you need to be in some sort of organization. Now, does that have to directly relate to your career? No, because opportunities and possibilities come from everywhere. Support comes from everywhere. So one of my clients has had the most support from her extracurricular, which is around dancing and physical movement, etc. But in that group are a bunch of people with really fun careers who are well connected where she lives. Another one of my clients, in doing her global relocation, she was moving from one country to another country that has a pretty big dysphoria from her home country. That group on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and then with some of the virtual sessions, that group was by far the most supportive for her in identifying possibilities and opportunities for her to apply. And she went from multiple years trying to do this global relocation. And then we started working together. She started connecting with this group of her dysphoria in the other country. She learned how to interview in a more powerful way. She learned how to tell her story in a more powerful way, working with me. And then she got possibilities and opportunities by building true relationships based on curiosity and a shared interest with the dysphoria group. And within 8 months, she was already living in the country of her choice after years of unsuccessfully trying. So you are never, ever, ever off the market, ever. There are a lot of people who need support with this because it feels heavy, because it feels complicated, because it feels scary. If this is you, building the skill of bravery is going to lighten that. It's going to simplify it, and it's going to turn it into curiosity and interest. And I can help you with that. That is exactly what I do. You're going to listen to the outro of this podcast for the details, including data and a description. And then you're going to click on the link and you're going to schedule a consultation with me. You are never off the market, ever. Take a deep breath, say it out loud, and we'll talk next week. Before you go, you can deepen and expand what you're experiencing here on the Celebrate Brave podcast by working directly with me through bespoke, results-oriented one-on-one coaching that is rooted in my proven Build Your Brave framework. As of the last client survey completed in Q1 2023, 75% of my clients from the past 2 years report they reached their unique goal. 100% of my clients, yes, 100%, report they stress less as a result of working with me. 56% report working less, and 43% report earning more. You learn how to spend less time ruminating and stressing yourself out by getting clearer and calmer within a mindset approach that is simple, effective, and specific to you. Then we work together to end the habit of overworking and overproducing by crafting a plan of momentum specific to your goals and strengths. I support you as you execute your plan, including the skills and knowledge necessary to succeed in your own accountability. And finally, you step away from the all too common pattern of under-earning and make the shifts towards being well paid in your industry, using the clarity and momentum to ensure you become the woman you want to be at work and in your life. For real. Go to tricksteinbach.com to learn more and schedule your free, no obligation consultation. Link in the show notes. You can stress and work less while you earn and live more by building the skill of bravery. Talk soon.